Mohammad Marandi is one of the most powerful and strategic figures to emerge from Iran in recent years, not just as an intellectual, but as a force capable of dismantling Western propaganda with a precision few can match. Born in Tehran, Iran, Marandi's journey from academic to one of the most outspoken critics of the West has been nothing short of calculated and deliberate. His background, intellect, and ability to articulate his views make him a uniquely dangerous individual for those who seek to maintain control over the global narrative. His weapons are not bombs or missiles. His weapon is something far more powerful: knowledge, rhetoric, and the ability to deconstruct and expose the flaws in the dominant narratives propagated by the West. Marandi's rise in prominence is a testament to the power of intellect in shaping the political discourse. His education is extensive, and it has been instrumental in shaping his views. He attended Tehran University and earned his PhD in American Studies from the University of Newcastle, England. This academic grounding in both the history of the United States and Iran has equipped him with a deep understanding of the ideological underpinnings of Western foreign policy, as well as the strategic tools necessary to confront and challenge these policies. His expertise has made him a sought-after figure, particularly for those who understand the importance of intellectual warfare in modern geopolitics. Marandi's ability to articulate his points is perhaps his most dangerous weapon. He has a gift for eloquence and logic that makes him a formidable adversary in any debate. Unlike many figures in Iranian politics who rely on more traditional forms of rhetoric or emotional appeals, Marandi uses a highly intellectual, almost academic approach to dismantle Western arguments. He deconstructs Western media narratives, exposes the hypocrisies of Western policies, and makes complex geopolitical issues understandable to a wide audience. This combination of intellectual rigor and accessible communication has given him a platform that allows him to reach and influence people far beyond the traditional political sphere. What makes Marandi even more dangerous to the West is his ability to expose the contradictions in Western foreign policy, particularly regarding Iran and the Middle East. For years, the West, led by the United States, has promoted the idea of democracy and human rights as cornerstones of its foreign policy. But Marandi has been unflinching in pointing out how these values have been used selectively to serve the interests of powerful Western nations. He highlights the hypocrisy of Western interventions in the Middle East, whether in Iraq, Libya, or Syria, where the promotion of democracy has often resulted in chaos, destruction, and the destabilization of entire regions. Marandi's critiques are not just based on theory or abstract concepts. They are grounded in a deep understanding of historical events and their real-world consequences. Marandi's influence has only grown in recent years, particularly as he has become a frequent guest on international media outlets and a prominent figure in Iranian state-run media. His ability to debate with Western journalists, academics, and policymakers on issues ranging from the nuclear deal to Western sanctions has solidified his reputation as a man who can stand toe-to-toe with the most powerful intellectuals in the world. In these debates, he does not simply defend Iran's policies. He challenges the very foundations of the Western narrative. He exposes the double standards of the West in its dealings with countries like Saudi Arabia, Israel, and other allies, where human rights abuses and authoritarianism are often overlooked in the name of political and economic interests. His ability to articulate these points in a clear, logical, and unassailable manner makes him a force to be reckoned with. Marandi's rise as a prominent intellectual and spokesperson for Iran comes at a time when the West's influence in the Middle East is waning. The US has faced challenges in maintaining its hegemonic control over the region, particularly after the Iraq War and the rise of Russia and China as major players in global geopolitics. Marandi has taken full advantage of this shift in power, positioning himself as one of the leading voices in the resistance to Western imperialism. His advocacy for a multipolar world order, where countries like Iran, Russia, and China have more influence and the West's dominance is no longer unquestioned, resonates with many in the global South who are tired of being dictated to by the West. In many ways, Marandi's rise mirrors the changing global balance of power. As the US and its allies have faced military setbacks, economic challenges, and diminishing influence in regions like the Middle East, voices like Marandi's have become more prominent. He has proven that intellectual resistance can be just as powerful, if not more so, than military force. By using his knowledge to expose the flaws in the Western narrative, Marandi has become a key figure in a growing movement that challenges the hegemony of the West and promotes the idea of self-determination for nations around the world. What makes Marandi particularly dangerous is his ability to engage with the West on its own terms. He is not a figure who simply rejects Western ideas or resists Western influence without understanding it. Instead, he engages with Western ideologies, often better than many of those who promote them, and uses their own language and frameworks against them. His critiques of Western foreign policy are rooted in a deep understanding of Western history, political theory, and international relations. This intellectual prowess allows him to outmaneuver Western pundits and academics who often struggle to defend their own positions when confronted with the clarity of his arguments. One of the key areas where Marandi has proven himself to be a formidable opponent to the West is in the realm of media and information warfare. As an expert in the art of communication, he understands the power of media in shaping public opinion. He has become a master of using media to counteract Western propaganda and provide an alternative narrative that challenges the one presented by the mainstream press. Through his appearances on television, radio, and social media, Marandi has been able to spread his message far and wide, reaching audiences not just in Iran, but globally. He has become a key figure in the battle for the hearts and minds of people around the world, especially in the Middle East and Asia, where the West's influence is increasingly being questioned. Marandi's ability to articulate his position so effectively has made him a symbol of resistance to Western domination. He is not a revolutionary in the traditional sense. He is not calling for violent overthrow or chaos, but he is a revolutionary in the way he challenges the established order of global politics. By using his intellect and his ability to speak truth to power, Marandi has become a figure that represents the intellectual backbone of Iran's resistance to Western imperialism. His words have the power to sway public opinion, shift narratives, and expose the contradictions at the heart of Western foreign policy. For the West, figures like Marandi are dangerous because they represent a new kind of challenge, one that is not based on military might or economic power, but on the ability to manipulate ideas, deconstruct narratives, and expose the flaws in the Western worldview. In a world where information is power, Marandi has weaponized knowledge in a way that makes him more dangerous than any conventional weapon. He has the ability to break down complex issues, make them accessible to a global audience, and challenge the legitimacy of Western policies. This intellectual prowess, combined with his mastery of media and his unwavering commitment to his principles, makes him a figure that the West cannot easily dismiss. As the world enters a new era of geopolitical competition, Marandi's influence is likely to continue to grow. His ability to challenge the West on every level, from intellectual discourse to media strategy, has made him one of the most dangerous men in the eyes of Western elites. His success in deconstructing Western narratives and exposing the contradictions in global politics has shown that knowledge, when wielded with precision, can be a weapon more powerful than any missile or bomb. In conclusion, Mohammad Marandi represents a new breed of intellectual warrior. He is a man who has taken on the powerful institutions of the West with nothing more than his intellect, his knowledge, and his ability to articulate his ideas. He has proven that the battle for global influence is not only fought on battlefields or in economic corridors, but in the realm of ideas and narratives. His ability to expose the flaws in Western foreign policy, deconstruct Western propaganda, and offer an alternative perspective on global politics has made him one of the most dangerous men for the West. In a world where information is power, Marandi's weapon is knowledge, and it is a weapon that is proving to be more devastating than any other.